It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing, Cook. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now Cook. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Take it in at the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they, of course, had the poor start to the ball game, the early safety, but their defense responded, forced a turnover, and now they take over, down just 2-0 with a 1st and 10. Game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd down now, Crowley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnover. In fact, being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd and 4. An inside give, Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bengals now at 2 and 5 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Being chased out left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Jalen Hurts.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs add 6 to their lead.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Do better than this.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Buccaneers 8, Bengals nothing.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Hood. And that'll be incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hood.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now Hurts changing up the play.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Palmer going in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
That was the worst call ever. Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off play action. Hood. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw. Hood.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon, 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hood. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking.
And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will cut the lead down to 15.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
And got his man complete.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
No, the owner is happy. Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Right back to Brown, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake. Hood.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun. Hood. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on third and long. Hood. Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
A final shot before break. Hood. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Hood. This will be caught by Brown.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Hood. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ryan! Are you kidding me?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Hood.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
First down 10 at the 46-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Tucker.
Able to slither by. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Hood. Man open left side is Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man complete to Miller. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, 31 yards.
And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Right back to him on first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hoover. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
63.
That's again complete to Palmer.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tucker.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Just another day in the office.
Here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Back to throw. Hood. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hood. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Chark. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. But first down, Hurts. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the ground, it's Tucker.
Oh, look at the juke. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 5.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 5-yard line.
It's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Sean Tucker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
19.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Cowboy 80. 18, pioneer. 70, simple.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw on third down. Hood. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hoover. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got room at the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Sean Tucker with career touchdown number 70. And the Buccaneers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Go, take it to the house.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down. Hood able to find Willis.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hood. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
19 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Warrior. 17.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Tucker.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Hood. And my goodness, another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's Tucker. 118 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Peck. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.